Hey, what's up? Yeah, what's up? This disciple Marshall Occurrence, reign back up in this anti-Illuminati all day, anti-America all day, anti-telepathy all day, anti-Satan all day. So, anti-Freemason all day. So this video is gonna be about the Church of Satan, and I just want Christians to be educated on it, because what I feel is any organization connected to the church called the Church of Satan uh, is the enemy, and we'll let God fight the battles, of course, because it's an international battle. It's an international organization. So, um, with that being said, we'll let God fight the battles. But what I want to be known is the origins and basically, where it came from and everything like that. So, it didn't. This Church of Satan didn't come from like some other country out in Europe or Germany or somewhere. The Church of Satan, it came from San Francisco. It started in San Francisco with Anton LaVey. Okay, April 30th, 1966, at the Black House in San Francisco. Okay, that's where it started. Then in 2001, it moved to Hell's Kitchen in Manhattan in New York City. So the Church of Satan started by Anton LaVey. Anton LaVey is the leader. Okay, he died in 1997. Okay, uh, he started the Church of Satan at what is called the Black House. If you Google the Black House, it will show you the very house that the Church of Satan started at in San Francisco. They moved, they relocated it, like I said, in 2001 to Hell's Kitchen in Manhattan in New York City. So they've been in California and they've been in New York. They're here now on the East Coast of New York in Poughkeepsie, New York. They moved from Hell's Kitchen in Manhattan, New York City, and they moved to Poughkeepsie, New York. Okay? And so that's where they are now. The leader now is Peter H. Gilmore. Peter H. Gilmore, and he became leader in 2001. So that's the basic foundational history. Anton LaVey was known by famous people, up to date. Marilyn Manson knew who he was, the artist Marilyn Manson. He was also known by Marilyn Monroe and other people. So he was known by celebrities. He himself, Anton LaVey, was into music himself. He made the Satanic Bible, and I've read portions of it. And basically, in essence, it's all about convincing you to go with your human nature, and so it's basically a human nature perspective. It's not like some demonic, what you would think some demonic rituals and things like that. But it's still deceptive because humans are finite. God is finite. So when connecting to God, you connect to an infinite source. We as humans are finite. We realize how frail we are as humans every day, with every passing day. So it's a philosophy of humanity, or following your humanity, following your human nature, basically, in essence. Okay, that's what it's about. Okay, that's why it's been so successful, because it's what the most, as at any level of where you are as a person. Every person can understand themselves and human nature, and so that's why it's been so successful. Okay, and then they're even more successful because when people find out what it really is, they realize it's about this human nature stuff, which no one has a problem with uh, following or or, being taught about. Okay, But here's where the problem is. Okay, they are using. They call themselves the Church of Satan. Now they'll say they don't believe in Satan. This is the deception. Now we as Christians, as spiritual warriors, we have a proverb or a information proverb, if you will, that tells us that Satan doesn't want us to know he's real. That's one of his greatest deceptions. So it wouldn't be far-fetched if his servants would say, well, Satan is not real. We don't necessarily believe in Satan. Of course, they're going to tell you that. They're absolutely deceptive. It's the Church of Satan. They're going to be very cunning, don't you think? In fact, one of their rules, I read the rules that they have. It's one of the rules that they do not allow is stupidity. So wouldn't it be stupid for them to go around saying that they believe in the devil and bring on themselves all type of, not even Christians, all type of people that just feel like they're doing society justice by killing them? So they have to be deceptive. Think about how many people would want to hunt down what they call the Church of Satan and kill them, thinking that they're doing humanity some good. There's a lot of people like that. Okay? So at face value, anybody know better than that. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, to lie, to preserve oneself, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be against their rules. Now you see what I'm saying? Because that's the first thing they're going to tell you. When you do your own research, they're going to say they don't believe in him. I expect you to lie. I expect you to be very deceptive, actually. And this is probably where you're being very deceptive. But what we do know is that you have found some need to call your organization the Church of Satan. You felt some need to call it that. And you can dress it up with all these different philosophies of what, like, it's not him per se, but this other thing and all this other face of some other thing. Nah, bro. You call yourselves the Church of Satan. That's what you call. You're getting off on that. Okay? And it wouldn't be far-fetched that someone is part of your church, per se, that believes in Satan. Okay? We know they are against Christians. That's the next step. Okay, you don't believe in Satan, but are you against Christians? Do you oppose Christians? Are you very opposed? Are you opposing? Are you proactive against Christians? Are you, let's just say this, are you anti-Christian? That's all we need to know. Because see how they've been getting under the radar is saying, oh, we don't believe in Satan. That's what made everybody go away. That's what made you all go away. You believe that? You have come to believe that. Come on, man. Listen, I don't. Why you feel the need to call yourself that? That's how I see it. Okay, so that's the basic things. They believe in not harming little children. They believe in not harming someone unless they harm you. That's what they believe too. These people. They believe if you're walking around and someone bothers you, tell them to stop, and if they keep doing it, then to destroy them. That's what they feel. Okay? They got these basic little rules and stuff. It sounds like rules from some loser that wrote up some organization. But the bottom line is this. Okay? I do not believe they don't practice no type of They don't practice no type of magic or black magic. I do not believe that. I do not believe that they don't believe in Satan. Satan is very deceptive. So you don't think his group is going to be? Come on now, they wouldn't last a day if they said they openly believed in Satan. They would be harassed everywhere. Think about it. Think about that. Just that alone. Think about it now. Okay. So, but what we do know is that's what the group is called, Church of Satan. It ain't called that for no reason. That's what I'm saying. And so we don't know what they're doing. They're an international group. They have chapters everywhere. We don't know what they're doing. But what we do know is they're here in New York, the state of New York. That's what we do know. Okay. And, I don't know their views. But what I know is the American government is just as bad as them. Well, they got 43 states of child marriage. The American government has 43 states of child marriage. And the Church of Satan even says, don't hurt little children. That's putting children in harm's way. Obviously, Satan is my enemy, and those who are his servants are my enemies as well. Okay? I am just noting that the American government is harming the little children. And in the Satanic Bible, it says, do not harm little children. They got 43 states of child marriage. That's putting children in harm's way. That's a seventh owl. Okay, so the new law of this child marriage law, these child marriage laws was passed July 1st, 2019 under the Trump administration. I don't care if he passed it or not. It was passed under his administration. And he didn't say anything about it. And he came and left from the White House and an American government administration and said nothing about it. It was passed under his administration. He talks about everything else. And this new law allows adults to marry children at any age. So that's little children. And they are putting children in harm's way. In other words, a member of the Church of Satan don't even do that. Okay? So they've been in San Francisco. They was in Manhattan, in New York City. They've been here in New York City. Yeah, they've been right here in New York City. The Church of Satan has been right here in New York City. And now they're still in the state of New York, in Poughkeepsie, like dough with a P, Poughkeepsie, New York. Okay? And the leader now and he's been a leader since 2001, Peter H. Gilmore. And so, Anton LaVey has children and everything. His daughter, she kind of strayed away from all that they're doing. She strayed from all of that, but she's still on some mystical new age kind of stuff. Last time I checked, I think. But she had stepped away from all of that. I think she kind of went back to just having peace, I guess, with her father or whatever. The son, I don't really know much about. He has a son and a daughter I don't really know much about, and I don't really know much about his wife. But that's the history, man. Aunt LaVey, he's been known of Marilyn Manson, Marilyn Monroe, and it's another lady that he used to hang around a lot. She's famous too, but I don't really know. I can't think of her name off the cuff. But if you follow the famous women, just me naming Marilyn Monroe, this other lady is kind of in her category, if you will. You know who I'm talking about. But he used to be around famous people and everything like that. So, you could take him as maybe like just shock rock, and it's all shock value, being that he was a musician anyway, and just kind of like this loser guy that starts this this following. I mean, you could look at it that way, but the bottom line is his name is, he starts the group called the Church of Satan. So I'm sure he's against Christians. I'm sure about that part. I'm sure they are against Christians. You can't be a Christian being a part of their group. I'm pretty sure. And that's what it boils down to. Someone that opposes you in their heart. Someone that got it twisted, someone that got some smoke in their heart against you. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what it is. The group, like I said, started in April 30th, 1966 at the Black House in San Francisco. Okay, it moved from San Francisco, California, to Hell's Kitchen in Manhattan in New York City, and now it's presently in Poughkeepsie, New York. And the leader, his name is Peter H. Gilmore. So that's just making sure people that follow my videos are very aware of what reality, what the situation is with this, as far as our enemies, those who oppose the kingdom of God. You think God is cool with some group called the Church of Satan? You think God is cool with that? You think God is cool with following some membership? So you got to slide with God. You have to ride with God. You think God is cool with some group called the Church of Satan? That's the bottom line. How does God feel on everything? That's what you got to start doing. Looking at how God sees things.